Right, here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Give me my little boy. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Hey? Good boy.
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, dum, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Right, here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Give me my little boy. Hello. How you doing? Hey? Good boy.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the show. It's Manny here from the Guitar Show in Sydney for another day. Thank you very much, everybody, for your wishes. Had a bit of a tough week this week with lots of things happening around the joint, so I didn't have time to stream early on this week, but I thought I'd sneak one in today. We've got a lot of good stuff going on. New pickups for the Purple Heart Aurora. They're called Gatsby Gold. They are an Art Deco style cover. Mr. Glynn's went out and customized, made a beautiful cover for us. He has a range with these covers, and these are colored and shaped and cut out for this. It'll give it a nice vintage Art Deco Gatsby style finish, and it's going to be awesome. How are you all going? Welcome on in. Terry's here, of course. Marky Mark, are you in the house? B Bumstead, welcome on in. Mav's here as well. Mav, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Lots of stuff happening with the football preseason, the football meaning the soccer, as you call it over there in America. There's a lot of games, preseason games going on. I saw a couple of games in Chicago and obviously New York. Lots of big teams from England over there at the moment getting their preseason ready. Leslie, what's going on? Good to see you. So, what have we got? Let's have a look at the pickups. And also, we've got our binding done. So we're going to unveil the binding on the acoustic. We're going to work on a beautiful tail piece for the acoustic, a little bit of an accent, as I like to do with my V accents on the tail. We're going to use beautiful flamed redwood or red gum. We're going to use maple. We're going to use a dark strip of laminated rosewood as well. We're going to make a nice V that's mirrored, symmetrical, and add a little bit of a classy touch to the heel of that acoustic, so we can proceed with finishing the body and getting that neck done next. How are we all doing? Are we good? Thank you for shouting out Mr. Mark B. Bumstead, because he's a good guy. So shout him out. Okay, guys and girls, let's get on with the pickup reveal, shall we? Are you excited, Terry? You would be. There's the workbench. There's our acoustic. This is the piece we're going to use for the tail block. We'll show you that later, and we'll touch on that later. This is our purple heart. Let's get our pickups out and see what they're going to look like. Mr. Glyn's, as always, packages things very well. The Gatsby's. Gatsby Gold. Unique pickups, very different. I like the black. Adds a little bit, breaks it up a little bit. I'm going to feed this in and show you what that looks like. That's the neck pickup. Is that the neck pickup? It is the neck pickup. Pop that up there like that for the time being, just to get a look at it. Mock that up a little bit. Let's stick something under there. Just to give you a look at. There we go. So they're going to be our Gatsby pickups. The detail on those is really cool. You've got that gold wire in there. They look like a path, but they're not. They look like a Filtertron, but they're not. They're a path. They're a humbucker. 59 spec. Vintage sound. Very, very cool. Those are awesome. Terry, do you like those? They're quite different, aren't they? And I like the black because it breaks up too much gold otherwise, and this will break it up nicely, give it a bit of accent. But you can see that's going to look pretty good with all the gold hardware on there. It's going to look pretty good. Let's get some of that hardware and see what that's going to look like, if I can find it. I've got it here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe we'll do it later. Oh, here we go. Just going to whack the bridge and the tail, the wraparound bridge on there, just to give you a look. So you can start seeing that coming together now. Pretty good. Leslie, you like those. I think they're in your circle of influence, are they? It's going to look great. I'm really, really happy with those. Let's put those away. Let's get the acoustic out. Let's do some work on that, hey? See how we go with that. I think they're going to be really, really cool. See if I can hold those up for you guys. There you go. They're beautiful, aren't they? I do like those. Very nice. Oh, they so are. Absolutely they are. I knew they would be too. They are very special. Mr. Glyn's does a great job. As does Orby. Our friend Orby does a beautiful job as well. Mr. Glyn's has got some really hoopy stuff. There's one particular cover he's got where he's got like an oil stain where you get the rainbowing effect when you see oil in water, that diffused effect. He gives it a bit of a rainbow look. It's really cool. But of course, that's not what we're going for here. We're going for a very vintagey, but also very artistic take on it. A little bit of a custom art, a bit quirky. If you're into Art Deco, you'll see it's a bit quirky. I did score a whole bunch of other things. I've got to show you some really good, cool stuff. So we're going to use some of this flame maple. We're going to use some of this, and also have a look at the grain on this laminate. This is pure wood. It's about half a millimeter thin. I've got sheets of this, but look at that. Isn't that wonderful? You can use that as a material to dress cups. I've got sheets and sheets of it, about a yard long, about half a yard wide, really big sheets. An old wood guy gave me a whole bunch of stuff he doesn't need, and I thought, I'm going to take some of that because I'll find uses for that. Even sandwiching that as a, if you can imagine that bordering anything as a, just a little line, a little seam. But what we're doing today is we're going to go to the Acoustic now and check our binding. See what you think of the binding. Lisa, what's going on? Lisa, I've got to show you, we were just talking about the new pickups for the Purple Heart, the Art Deco. They're called Gatsby Gold. Get a load of these. Blingy enough. They're pretty cool. They will go in the Purple Heart guitar. Whoa! Absolutely whoa. Right. Let's get this tape off and have a look at our binding. We've got some scraping to do and cleaning up to do. I'm going to give you a tour of the binding once we remove this tape. Show you what that looks like. Remember, the binding was abalone with a layer of an inner layer and a layer of wonderful rosewood strips. Let's carefully pull off the tape. The top's looking really good now. So is the back. Wait till you see the back. You're going to freak out! Freak out! Le Chic says freak. Aw, freak out! Aw, freak out! I'll give you guys a really good close-up of this. And what we're going to do today, of course, is get started on the back and get a nice feature, heel feature block in there, because we're getting to the business end, the pointy end of the stick, as they say, and we want to get this guy looking like it should and then playing like it should. But it's got to look the business, because this is a high-end finish on this one here, high-end features. Really nice accents, really nice features, very classy. And unique in a way, not that it hasn't been done before, but unique for one of my guitars anyway. Very slowly get this tape off. We'll do the other side as well. how's everyone's week? I hope you all had a good time, good time at work or play or whatever you're doing, holidays or wherever you may be in your summer. I know there's been some flooding and what have you in Texas, and we pray and we hope those people are affected are recovering and not too badly done by. Peeling off. Oh, Terry, you'll be glad to see this new roll. I bought like 6 rolls in a big pack. So we've got tape for days. Great summer, but hot. Yep, it sort of goes with the territory, I hear. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at this close up, shall we? So, you can see the rosewood bordering that guy, and you can see the rosewood really popping the sides there. Looks good all the way around, doesn't it? So pretty. You're gonna abuse that word, aren't you, Terry? You can actually see the accents really well from a distance. That black really breaks up, or that brown really breaks up the beautiful black wood. So those beautiful reddish brown, chocolatey brown rosewood, of course, and we need to clean that up, of course, and scrape that. But we won't be doing that until we get that block in. But if you're getting close, you can see in close the accent. Okay. It pops really nicely. Okay. There you go. You like that? I thought you would. Now, twinkly. It's twinkly. That's a good word. So pretty. Oh my God. We had some thunder. Watching thunderstorms. Maps. It was amazing how heavily huge areas of the world were having thunderstorms. Yeah, it's amazing. And then you realise it's not that amazing, given that a lot of that stuff's manipulated these days. But anyway, that's another story. That's a story for a rant one day. Let's work out what we're going to do here. So we need this area here, where that join is, quite not perfect, of course, but it doesn't matter because that's getting cut away. But we're going to put in move this camera up a little bit. Move that camera up a little bit. Oh, it's frozen. Let me fix that up. Where is it? There we go. Now you can see the end, which is what we want to see. I'll just get rid of this. Right. There's the top. We want a V that comes down into there, a nice V. We'll grab our rule. Let's get out a dimensional perspective, as I call it. We've got that center line. Which is roughly about there. It's right there actually. Look at that. Nice and square. That's our center line. We're going to measure 3/4 of an inch on either side. So about 20 millimeters. We have 40 across. There. I'm going to join that right down to that point. One side. Oh. Go the other side. Doesn't look right. Doesn't look right at all. Let me fix that up. Let's do that again. Ah, of course. Okay, it's a bit more than that. It's 25, which is an inch. All right. That looks better. Okay, there's our wedge. That's where it's going. That's the size of that accent. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to fit this guy in there. So we're going to have that as the major component in the middle. Let's have a look at those pieces. Shall we? Right. I'm doing it between the binding. I'm not actually cutting the binding away. So the length we need is 4.5 inches. 114 millimeters. Let's make it 115, just to give it an extra mil, and we can shave it down to get a snug fit. 115. Perfecto. Right there. Okay, there's our wedge. You can see our wedge there. You can see that flame. So to show you what that's going to look like, let me just spritz that a little bit. So you've got some really nice figure there that's going to pop. That side's a lot better, obviously, but you're going to get that nice coloration, bit of a contrast against that back there, right? And we're going to have some accents on the edges. The accents we're going to use are, we're going to have a layer of one of these guys out, rosewood. And we're going to use this guy as well, maple. And then rosewood again. So we're going to have red, black, white, and another black on the outside. Okay, and that's going to give us a nice, and that black on the outside is going to go up and touch the black, or the brown rosewood is going to go up and touch the rosewood on the top and the bottom of the guitar, so it locks it all in, and you've got a border. Measure twice, cut once. Absolutely. We need a measure command, Terry. Future rant, how exciting. You know that. It's always exciting to have future rants. Now this piece is about two to three times thicker than that guy. It's quite subtle. You can see that. Very subtle. But you'll get it once we cut this out. And we shake this together. So, let me quickly go and cut this out. I'll be right back and we can start shaping it. Back in a sec, guys. Just got to go and attend to something. Okay, we're back. Thank you. So, I'm going to cut that up. Be right back. get on closer. Just a little bit closer. You can actually see it now. We need to flatten these two sides out. The way we do that is we grab this little straight edge, take all the bumps off it, you want it to be perfectly flat. Very good. A bit high there. Nice. Nice. No daylight, that's good. Do the other side. Bumpity bump. Little bump on one end. I'll just flatten that out. Lynn! Maui Lynn, aloha. What is happening on? What is happening there? And the orbiter. Orbiter guitars. Orbiter guitars. Orby, what's happening, my brother? What is going on? Tell me, man. Okay, that's perfect. How y'all doing, guys? What's going on? Are you well? Excellent. So, binding. abalone and rosewood. We are now working on a tail accent. Looking good, looking good. That's really come up nice. The accent is really, really cool. Rosewood on the outside, abalone on the inside. Looking good. And we're just creating a little block. This block is going to be this redwood, this flame redwood, with a layer of a border of rosewood and a piece of maple, and then another closing border of rosewood, which will meet the rosewood at the top and the bottom. Busy as, but doing well. That's good, Orby. I'm glad, man. I'm glad, man. So, what we're going to do is get this stuff going. Measure our friend. Cut 2 lengths of this. Get a little gentle saw. Like so. Double that up. Two equal parts. They will go there and there. Now, maple. Start off with a square end. I've got to flatten this guy out a little bit. There's a couple of bumps on there. So what I want to do is I want to grab my sander. I'll just move this body. Let's bring that sander over. something, I'm just going to run that strip over the sander and just get it a little bit flatter. Just a tad. There we go. Sander there. Give that little sand. Plug the old cable in. Plug the old cable in. Right. Mask up, Terry. Do we need a mask, Terry? Absolutely, we need a mask. Tom, what is happening? You're in the house. Good to see you. What are you? Nice, consistent thickness. Put the mask away so Terry doesn't get upset, and we know where it is for next time. I'll show you, I'll get you up to date in a minute, Tom. We're just layering this elaborate little tailpiece accent. You want to measure out the right lengths, of course. Longer than we need to. Doesn't hurt. Right. It's going to a point, a fine point, right? About there. Should be the go. see how that works out. Oh, I've already got a saw out. What am I doing? Double up. What I do want to do is put a seam down the middle of abalone. Not yet though. We've got to cut these as well. Finishing touches. Like so. On the outside. There's our sandwich. Now I'm going to shave those white ends. Whoops. There we go. I'm going to shave those white ends so that they meet. so. Almost there. There's a little gap there, but we're going to fix that with a little bit of, when we run the seam down the middle, the abalone, you won't see that gap. So that's good enough. And then we've got the outside edge as well. Completing that look. Like that. Like so. So there's our accent. That will come up and touch. So now we have to be very precise with our gluing. 2 shorter pieces, 2 longer pieces for the outside. We need to glue and tape these in place. Test fit before we glue that down. Literally to the tip, just past the tip. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so let's glue that together. Catch up with the chat. Let me get my glasses on. What are we all saying then? What do you think of that, guys and girls? Maui Lynn with a 500 bits. My goodness. Thank you very much, Lynn. Move camera, please. Yes, got it. The Aussie cattle dog. He's got us trained. They're smart dogs. Smarter than the Aussie owners. Ha! Okay. Thank you very much, Lynn. You are awesome. Glue time. Tape time. All that good stuff. Bit of glue. Change camera. Nicely lined up. Perfecto. Tape it down. that won't move. Do the other side as well. Eventually we'll clamp that in together. A little bit of hide glue. The hide, how dare he? The hide of some people. How dare her? Right. Spot on a mundi. Sort out the point. Got it. Tape. Nice. Nice. The reason I'm doing a layer by layer is because they will slip and I don't want to stuff up the pattern. So I'm going to do layer by layer. Hit that with a heat gun and that will just dry it up a little bit, enough to take the tape off. Got to be very careful. We don't want it hot, we just want air to cure that quickly. So I'm going to put the heat gun on, but it's on a low or no heat. Just to give me some air. I need an air compressor, that's what I need. Something with a bit of blowing power, as we say. Hype train level 3 already. What happened there? My goodness. Let me thank some people. Maui started it with a 500. Maui Lynn started with a 500 bits. Mav with 50 bits. Willie with 500. Terry with 500. And then we got a hype train. Holy smokes. Thank you, guys. BTM. Angel Baby. What is going on? Nice and cool. Side's going to go in like that. Wunderbar. Right. little guy. Give them a little bit more sanding. Just to help that point join like so. Right there. There we go. That's cured just a very little bit there. It should be stable enough to pull the tape off. Okay, as you can see, that's tacky and it's gummy and it's sticky. Time to put the next lot. So we get the glue on here. And what is a hype chest? I'm going to open the high chest. What did I just share? I just shared something. Choo choo. Wow. Cool. There's a new little emote. Let's get the glue on there. Spread that across nice and even. Not overly done. Nice even coverage. Get that guy down. Hold it in place. More glue. We love detail here. We like doing these things. Don't we, Leslie? Leslie likes detail. Terry likes detail too. They're detailed ladies. Slide them down to a point. Turn it over. question. Tape it up. Tape it up. Heat gun time. Air time. Tape it up. Leslie does love detail. Of course she does. Little blast of air. Get that to start to cure and gum up a little bit. Bit more tacky. Tacky, ticky, tack, tack. Ticky, ticky, tack, tack. Now, of course, this is quite thick. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. It's way too thick. We're going to halve that to about 1/8 of an inch. Maybe not 1/8, maybe a bit more than that. Sand that flat on both sides so that there's no seam. Let that cure a couple of minutes, start to go off. Have a look at this, guys, while we talk about that. Have a look at this. This is very thin laminate from wood. Beautiful grain. I've got sheets of this stuff. I plan to use it like a gold leaf. I want to cut odd shapes and stick it and make a tapestry or some of the covers, some of the guitars. Also, there's strips where you can actually make all sorts of laminate patterns. It's a beautiful thin laminate. It's actual wood. It's very, very thin. Beautifully, beautifully cut. I've got sheets of it about 1 yard long and about 1 foot wide. We can use that to cover stuff. Mav with all the icons and all the emotes. Fantastic. Choo-choo. Okay, last but not least, we get these guys on and we clamp, then we tape it up for good. These aren't long enough now. What I have to do is cut another couple. It's okay, we've got plenty of rosewood. I'll keep those little bits for something else. Get another piece of rosewood. little bit longer. Wunderbar. All right. Let's glue these up and then we tape it all up and leave it. Try and use that again. Glue. It's important to get this guy right up over the edge because it's got to meet the binding partner on the body. Tape it up. tight now. Add some tension. That ain't going anywhere. Okay, so we've got our wedge all sandwiched, ready to go. I'll show you where we're up to with the other part. So here's the binding that we did. So you've got the abalone and you've got the rosewood. Turned out really good. Nice accent. Tom would probably like that. Tom, do you like that? So nice Willie. Yeah, you haven't seen this Willie. Wait till I show you the pickups that we just received as well. That goes all the way around. What we're going to do is this guy here, sandwich is going to sit in there like that. Okay. We're going to cut the channel in there, sit that in there, inlay that, sand it flush. And those outside rosewood pieces are going to touch with the rosewood on the outside of the body. So we're going to get a really good laminated finish like that. But the rest, let me show you some pickups that arrived from Mr. Glynn's. The Gatsby Gold. Willie, you know of the Great Gatsby, right? Right. Let me show you the Gatsby Gold. Body. Pickups. Gatsby Gold. They're going to look good on the Purple Heart, I think. I think they're going to turn out okay. That gives you a little look of how it's going to be. What do you think of that? Not bad? They look good. Cool. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. I think they look pretty good. And that, my friends, is that for today. Next time we'll route those that channel on the back of that guitar and put that tailpiece in, flush it, sand it flush. I'm just going to see who's on. Who is on? Who is on? Have a great weekend, guys and girls. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for your support. Let's raid someone. the Hedgehog, printing and doing artistic things. I'm back on Monday. No, I'm not back on Monday. I'm away. I'll be back midweek next week. Anyway, look out for the schedule, and I'll update that. But thanks for being here. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now, guys.